Now then, and welcome back to another episode of Forever Stranded with Nemsun. Not going to be stranded for too much longer though. Look behind me, I have my rocket ship. Today's episode is the moon landing, and it's the first stage. Generally, it's the first stage in advanced rocketry going and doing stuff of awesomeness, right? So, I decided to do it. Now, I've skipped the whole sending satellites up, receiving data, doing all kind of bits and pieces to send miners like asteroids and meteor mining operations and bringing resources down, because I already generate all the resources I need, so I don't need to do the mining of asteroids. But that is a cool feature that I like about this mod, right? Next up, there is flying to the moon. Now, from what I've read, flying to the moon in a rocket ship is simple enough, and I think I've got everything set up. I'm hoping I've got everything set up. But the main reason you would go to the moon is to find a thing called dilithium. This dilithium dust, right? Dilithium crystals, dilithium dust. And I don't think there is anything else. Yeah, there's this dilithium crystal, right? Which is dilithium dust in a crystallizer, makes dilithium crystals. You find this dilithium ore on the moon, okay? And there seems to be no. I was thinking there was bees that did it then. You don't even need to go to the moon. You can make bees do it. But in actual fact, instead of going to the moon, you just need to sieve sand, which to me seems a little bit off as well, right? Not only did we have to sieve sand to get the titanium stuff, which is a special alloy, but we only have to sieve sand to, well, sieve dust or whatever it is, sieve sand or dust to get the moon dust, the dilithium moon dust, which we'll need for warp travel to other systems, right? But anyway, I've procrastinated for far long enough, right? I already went through the setup of this, and we launched a rocket in liftoff. We tried to get a villager in it and all that kind of stuff. Well, this rocket is just my new and improved version of that. I've got a couple of chests in here. Now, these chests don't seem to want to open anymore, and I don't know why they won't open anymore. This is like the part of the rocket. I've got an iron chest there and an iron chest there, but I can't take things in and out of them. When I built the rocket, I thought, oh, I'll have a chest on the side there. I can then use the chest to open and close. But it doesn't look like iron chest is compatible with it. It throws an iron chest in here as an inventory location instead, right? Which is a bit of a pain in the butt, but never mind. I assembled the rocket. The rocket looks pretty good. It's not my greatest work of art, but it is quick and to the point. It's going to get me to the moon. This is the moon landing. And I've been procrastinating about this for ages, thinking it through, like what could I possibly be missing, what maybe I need, all that kind of stuff. I've sorted myself out with a gas charge pad. Here's a gas charge pad. This charges up my oxygen tanks in the suit, right? So it charges them up, and it has oxygen in it, surprise, surprise, straight from the oxygen of the electrolyzer, straight into there. Doesn't require any power or anything. I just stand on it, and it fills up the tanks, okay? So the bar just above my hunger bar has now got plenty of oxygen in it, and it's also got water as well, you see. Yes, I've got plenty of water in it. This one, I noticed the texture underneath isn't working properly. I suppose the texture under that one isn't working either, but it's on something, so it's not visualized. Whereas this one is set up for hydrogen, and the only reason I'm going to use that is if I ever need to refuel a jetpack, which is part of what you can put into your suit. You can put a jetpack in, so you can fly around on the moon. But as I've got my ring, and these chunks are loaded, and that has got over 1,000 grid power, I think I should probably survive without a jetpack, don't you? Yeah. So yeah, I've been going over all these kind of things, so much so that I've just realised I ran out of food. The one thing that I didn't consider was food. Have I got plenty of different selection in here? Yeah, I do. Good. Okay, let's take a bite to eat with me. A pack up to the moon. Why not, indeed? And yeah. I'm intending on getting on with the next stage, but I wanted to do this just first, the moon landing, so you can see what's going on, and then we'll try doing something else afterwards. no more procrastination, right? No more procrastination. One last thing to show you, right? Okay, so we're refueling rocket fuel here. We scanned the ship, made it okay, and built it okay here. This is now showing us that it's all fully fueled and ready to go. Yep. Shift right click the rocket once it's built, and you can get into the guidance system, which has got the planet ID chip. Shift and right click and select destination, and we can tell it which destination we want to go to. And of course, at the moment, that is Luna. Where's the planet list? Give me this. Luna. So we're going to select Luna. And we're going to fly to Luna. And we just do the same thing to select Earth and fly back to Earth. Right? Simple as that. So there's no particular time of day or anything like that we need to worry about. I just press space, apparently. Yep, seems that way. Seems that way. I kind of put myself in a place where I could see out, just like over the top, but I don't think we're actually doing much. You saw the liftoff episode, and that shows all of the big plumes of smoke and everything, traditional rocket taking off kind of stuff. But we can't see it very well from here, and I seemingly can't zoom out from it here. But the world will slowly but surely disappear. Look, I'm leaving the Earth, as it were. I'm leaving the Earth, and I'm flying high up into the sky. There's the night sky all around me. The sun should still be around. I'm leaving a smoke trail somewhere. My altitude meter is going up. And yeah, we're now well above and out of the atmosphere. There is now no breathable air. Oh, apparently there's still breathable air. Oh, won't be breathable air anymore. Okay, I've achieved the one small step. Moon landing achievements. This reminds me very much of Galacticraft, which is good because it's familiarity. Press space to land. I wonder if I have to do any slowing down. In Galacticraft, you used to have to slow down, otherwise you crashed. This looks like it's just automatically lowering me to the ground, and we'll see the moon opening up, no doubt, very soon. Are we hanging around over the atmosphere of the moon? Are we just broken through an atmosphere of the moon? Even though the moon does not have an atmosphere, obviously. But we just broke through it. And what do we got around us? This is where we're landing. There is... that's the other ship over there. I can see the other ship just come into view. Awesome. Great. Fantastic. Okay. And here we are. And now if I shift to get out of the ship. There we go. Now the ship has landed. And we are good to go. So. All of that. And this is where we are. This is where I sent the previous rocket. Can I do anything with this previous rocket? It's got fuel in it still. Guidance computer. I can disassemble it. There we go. I can disassemble it and just pick all the bits back up. There you go. Take it back to Earth. Take the planet ID chips and all that kind of stuff. Just take it all back. Just keep it all. Yeah, I can do that. I don't have to do it all now, but I can do that. Oh man, I can... My floaty. I float. Whee! I like the moon. Whee! The moon. Now, before I rip that down and sort everything else out, there's a refueling issue that we've got to work on. Make sure that this works out right. As you see, this has used up all of the fuel I had. Ooh, I thought I lost my rocket ship then. It's just a graphical glitch. Rocket ship gone. Rocket ship back. Rocket ship gone. Rocket ship back. Yeah. Maybe not the best in the world of a thing. This fueling station needs power, so I brought a power capacitor up here. It only uses 1,000 power, and this outputs 1,000 power, so it's only using 1,000 power. That's good. And my ender tank can go on the top there and set it to output, so it will fill this up. And then we link it, and remember to bring the linker. We shift right click to link that station to that rocket, and then that rocket should start refueling. Yes, it is. So now I would select destination Earth and select, and when I get in it, it's now destination Earth. Press space to take off. But we're not going to go straight back just yet. This was the lunar landing. That was one small step for mankind and all that. Okay, so I have pulled apart the old ship, got it all in my inventory. I still can't access in here to be able to do anything and just get into it. So I can't access my chests. I thought you could access chests. Maybe you need to disassemble and rebuild it. Maybe that's the thing. You You may have to do it on the landing platform, eh? I don't know. But it's all ready for the return journey anyway. And I've taken all of that stuff together now. So that's it, yeah? That's it. I can't disassemble this here because then I wouldn't be able to get back, would I? Which would be crazy. Oh, look at that over there. Oh, that's a moment. That's a moment. I like that. I want to take that as my screenshot for today's episode. A beautiful, beautiful treat. A beautiful treat. The Earth coming over the horizon. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. It's an iconic piece of imagery, which is great. I need to kind of mark this area. I think I need to mark where my landing site is over here. So I'm going to get down. I'm going to fly down, please. Thank you. I'm going to put my landing site here. Oh, look at the moon craters and stuff. Look cool. Okay. So we're going to set this new one up as landing site. Yeah, that'll do. And we'll keep that as yellow. Save. Okay, so now I've got that marked on my map, so I know where that is. That's going to stay with me forever. And I think we're just going to go this way. Judging by my oxygen tanks, the oxygen here, I've already used a first segment of oxygen, so I'm not running out just yet. And I should be able to run really fast, shouldn't I? Let's see. Oh, look at that. I can run really fast across here. I want to have a look to see if anything comes out at night time and all that kind of stuff. What's on the moon? And whoa, what's on the moon? Surely not. Surely not. What? A battle tower on the moon? Is that meant to happen? I don't know. I'll just come into another one. Well, it looks like it is meant to happen then. I was just coming to have a look at this awesome effect that they're about to show here in the mod. That is excellent. That's like the only sphere in Minecraft. The only sphere in Minecraft now is legit the beautiful sphere of our planet Earth. But what's this? And it doesn't look like a desert planet at all. That might be my only consideration in this mod pack. It doesn't look like a desert planet, but never mind. That's cool. It's still, I recognise that Sheridan couldn't do anything to change that, could he? And now, if I get into here, oh, they're looking like they're spawning. Yeah, they're gonna die because they cannot breathe without oxygen. And oh, well, there's nothing in here. But that's the lower levels of the battle tower. So I can get in here and I can fly around and I can have a look to see what they've got in these battle towers. Doesn't look like there's anything special in these battle towers. But I can see that the the skeletons and the zombies are just going to die even more because of lack of oxygen. Oh, the zombies aren't. The zombies are only dying because of burning up, whereas the skeletons are not. Okay, that's cool. All right. And if I recall correctly with battle towers, it's been a long time since I've been in a battle tower. Oh look, the battle tower guardian is dying at the top there because of. Hey, I win! I win the battle towers! Yay! And I get all this stuff as well. But then the battle tower should explode, shouldn't it? If I didn't kill it, maybe it doesn't. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't. Spiders are dying. Skeletons are dying just from being in the atmosphere, not being able to breathe. But the zombies were fine. Zombies are fine unless they come out and then they die when there's no sunlight. That kind of stuff. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? That's great. I don't actually want any of the stuff that's in the top of these battle towers because there's nothing special about the treasure obtained lists at the minute. Yeah, I just checked through this entire battle tower and there doesn't seem to be anything useful in battle towers at all. There was always a default kind of setting for it, and it looks like the default treasure is still the default rubbish. It says nothing. But let's have a look, see if there's anything down in these caves that we're actually here for. Now, my armor is very terrible right now because of spacesuits and the like. We got here just some normal copper ore, actual normal ores and things. You can't see anything, can you? I wonder if there must be a way to turn on my night vision. Okay, so I can't find a way of turning on some kind of night vision. I'm guessing that I don't have a way of night vision, so I'm going to have to do a kind of a post-edit where I turn up the brightness right about now. And I'm just having a little look around. This is the stuff that we're actually looking for. Okay, this is the stuff. Dilithium ore. harvest level obsidian. It's an obsidian level or harvestability. There's Certis quartz on here as well. That's nice. But yeah, obsidian mining level. Let me just turn this off so you can see properly what's going on. Yeah, this is obsidian mining level, and there's going to be a little bit around. There's a lot of copper and stone and all that kind of stuff just below the surface of whatever that is. What's that called? That's called moon turf. Okay, moon turf. Underneath the surface of all this moon turf, there is stone and copper and the like, and a bit of coal. Awesome. there's all the normal things you'd expect on a planet, I guess. But also the only place to get the dilithium ore, and that dilithium ore requires obsidian-worthy pickaxes or something to do it. Hey, what's the deal here? There's something going on with torches, right? I think I'm duping torches. Okay, this has scared me. This has scared me a little bit, right? I'm back over here, back where we started. I want to go home. What's wrong with this picture? What's wrong with it? But then I walk over to it, it's like, boink. Oh, there it is. Hi. it had unrendered itself when the chunks had not been loaded. And so I came back and it wasn't there. And I was like, what's going on? What's going on? And then I just walked into it. I was like, boink. And I couldn't get through it. Fortunately for us, though, it is back and working order. Let's have a look to see. Yeah, fully fueled. Okay. Destination is Earth. Let's go back home to Earth. And we're taking off. Woo! Yeah! I'll leave all that there. I believe we end up... I believe we end up landing in exactly the same place every time we come back to the moon, which means that this will automatically refill every time we come back to the moon. Not that I'm planning on coming back to the moon very often, but now this rocket is set up for moon landings, and we should be okay. So, yeah, is this a very long... Yeah, it is a long-winded process. The rockets are firing, but when we can't see it from down here, but the rockets are firing. Like, you can just about tell the glow below. The rockets are firing, and we are leaving the atmosphere. It's just very, very slow. Technically, the moon doesn't have an atmosphere, does it? But it seems to still be treating it as such. That's okay. And now we're going to descend back to Earth. And I think we should land exactly where we took off from. I think it's literally that straightforward. The coordinates from this dimension to the coordinates in the next dimension have a nice little graphical rocket ship taking off and landing kind of thing. But they're just like stepping through a portal, really. You step through the portal, you go back to the same location. Yeah, here we go. I can see my base forming. And it looks like we're in the right landing spot. Looks like we're going to land directly onto the platform. Excellent. Okay, let's see. And we got smoke plumes above us now. Hey, we've taken off and landed successfully. Our lunar voyage has been amazing. I've enjoyed that. That was good. Okay, so now I guess I've got to start working on the next stage. Okay, we're having to make a fair bit of titanium stuff right now. The titanium required for doing these bits and pieces is quite a lot. Let's take that off as well. I'm really fed up of wearing the suit, to be honest. The suit is nice when you first wear it. It's kind of like, cool, yeah, I'm wearing a spacesuit and all that kind of stuff. But after a little while of the practicality of wearing that spacesuit, it just doesn't feel like it's worthwhile. I'm just like, no, I don't want to wear it anymore. Don't make me, mummy, don't make me. There's that, and then I'm one short of that. Advanced circuit. I can make an advanced circuit. So let's... I'm trying to make everything at the minute to get crafting to make the space station. It's that. So we indeed made that. That's all but the middle bit there. Rocket assembly machine is just this. Okay, so... Oh, we got it. Good, good. Rocket assembly machine. We'll throw that in there. Space station. That's that one in there. Oh, I've used up those rods now, so I've got to wait for the next ones. I've used up those titanium gears now, so I've got to wait for the next ones. Got to wait for the next ingots of titanium. Titanium. Craft... let's craft another 10 of those. They shouldn't take too long to cook up. Should work. Got 4 of those. That should be enough plates. That should be enough rods to make it Oh, the crafting. All just for one little thing. I need 2 of those now. 1, 2. Yes, got it. Got it, get it, got it. Good. Alright, space station assembler. A space station assembler and a space station ID chip. I also need... So we get the satellite bay. And that should be all I need. Probably power and probably some other bits and pieces, but still, this is the basics. So we'll start over here. We'll have this. I think the station needs to be on the same height as that. Yeah, invalid launch pad structure. Why? Why? Space station ID goes in there, that's for sure. Do I need to have it lower down? I'm not so keen on that idea. I'm going to need to put power on it. I know that much. I'm going to get some wireless. I think it's the same as that, though. It's the same kind of thing as that. Invalid, though. Oh, I know what's invalid. I know what's invalid about it. The structure. I need the structure. I need these structure towers, right? I need those structure towers. I also need a wireless piece of power going to it. As you can see, this isn't too complicated, but it takes a while to get set up. And that's okay, because it is rocket science after all. It is rocket science. So let's put this on the back here. So this, again, dictates how high the build is. This dictates how big and wide, and this dictates how high the build is. And then this would be scanned. No, let's put that there. That should get power to it. Yep, soon enough. Scan it. Invalid pad structure. There must be something else going on here. Maybe because these are on there. Test it. Testing. Live testing. Scan. No. Invalid launch pad structure. There must be something I'm missing. Let me go and research. Okay, well, I seem to have fixed it. It does look pretty cool when it's scanning stuff like that. That's a pretty cool scanning effect, isn't it? I like. So the full 16 by 16 chunk, right? With one of these space station analyzers at the start here, right? And these, I realised, had to go 1 block down, so they're touching the launch pad. They got to touch the launch pad. I was stacking them up on top, wasn't I? So that's my only problem. I did also make another rocket assembler and another rocket monitoring station just in case this was an issue. I'm just going to have to make another platform here somewhere. I'm going to make another platform with those 2 devices plus another refueling station and that kind of stuff ready to send, or ready to send something to the station. And as far as I'm aware, I'm just able to just like make something very simple here. Make it very simple. I need an unmanned launcher to send it into space. And we're running out of time this episode anyway. But I think I can just make something cool out of anything and everything. Let's just, for instance, make it out of dirt. Because, in theory, I should be able to make something out of dirt and send it into space as my space station. That's kind of crazy, isn't it? A dirty space station. I do not want a dirty space station. So I'll just like lay some bits down here. Right? And this will eventually be the place where my ship would land. So when I visit the space station, I would land in the middle of this. And this would be up in space. I think that's the idea. I think that's the plan. So if I scan that now, right, it's going to scan everything from that height in that area. That's really cool. I love that animation. That's excellent. It's almost as good as seeing this, the Earth from the moon. They definitely do a few things much better than Galactic Craft. Definitely do a few things much better than Galactic Craft. Galactic Craft did have a few cool features that they haven't incorporated in this yet, but still, that looks pretty awesome, right? And then I build it, it would get put into the satellite bay and given me a space station ID. Then I would send the satellite bay in an unmanned craft up there, and away we'd go. But I feel like this is not exactly what I want to send, right? It's not exactly what I said. It's going to be the landing platform, which is basically one of these. I'm just going to build one of those here and send that up as the space station, so I can then go to and from the space station, right? Land at the space station, and then work out how to dock that at the space station as well. Hopefully we'll be covering that in the next episode, because we have done for time today. Thank you all very, very much for watching today's episode of Forever Stranded with Nemsun. Not to be stranded for much longer, it seems. We will soon be leaving this planet for a space station. We'll then turn the space station into a warp-capable spacecraft to go through the galaxy. Oh, it's going to be awesome. I will see you in the next very soon. Goodbye.